My name is Steve, and I am a thru hiker and long distance backpacker headed to the next trail, the Continental Divide, and I am taking Amtrak from St. Louis, Missouri to Lordsburg, New Mexico. It's supposed to be a 45-hour train ride. In the train, but we're not moving yet, and there's some loud people talking on phones. All right, first night, haven't even stopped yet. I've only been on the train for about an hour and a half. We were about 20 minutes late, maybe 30 minutes late leaving. I'm in this little utility area down by the bathrooms. It's quiet time upstairs. My first seat wasn't great. There was a lot of loud people around. I moved seats. Things have been fine so far. And the coolest thing, as I was getting on the train, there were two other hikers that said, "Hey, you're going to the CDT." But we got on the train and I haven't seen them since. So I don't know. I'm sure I'll see them either when we get there or before. But I guess I'm going to go try to get some sleep, although I'm not very confident that's going to happen.
Once we departed Little Rock, we're about 10 minutes away from our next station stop of Malvern. However, we're experiencing another delay. This time, due to a freight train, they have to set out a bad. One of their rail cars had a shifted load, so they're having to set that car out. That means taking it out of their train set, then putting their train back together. So while they're doing that, folks, once again, we're experiencing a delay here. Again, we're about 10 minutes away from our next station stop, which is going to be Malvern. So we're currently running about 2 hours, 15 minutes behind schedule. We do apologize for these delays. We may be able to make up this lost time as the day progresses. We will keep you informed as the day goes by.
Good morning. I did sleep a little bit. I got about 3 naps, maybe 45 minutes each. We are currently about 2.5 hours delayed. For the most part, it was okay, but I'm starting to worry. By the time I get to where I'm going, I'm gonna be really tired to have to hike the next morning. We get a 5-minute break outside of the train at Texarkana.
I know it.
Stop as well. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you do have checked luggage, once again, check the luggage aboard this train today. We do have a luggage car that will come train side and grab it for you. This will be a fresh air stop. Once again, we got Longview, Texas coming up shortly. Please remain seated.
We get another fresh air stop here in Longview. I had lunch, but it was a very bad microwaved burger. So far, it's not horrible. It's just we're running like 4 hours behind, so it's rough when we're just sitting there, not moving. A little after 5 o'clock, and it's another outside air stop. They said this is going to be a longer one that to fuel and service the train. So I don't know how long we get to be out of here, but the afternoon's been okay. Had a nice nap. I'm getting about ready to go find some dinner, I guess. I think the dining car I think reopens once we get going again. So It's hard to film inside of there. There's just a lot of people. All right, here is the big like handicap bathroom. They're not the nicest or the cleanest, but you know, they work. It is 8:30 p.m. We're at Temple, Texas. This is gonna be the last fresh air stop for a while, I think. And they said we only have a minute or two. One thing I will say about this whole Amtrak thing, everybody that has worked is working on the trains, and the crew has switched out like 3 times already. Everybody has been super helpful, professional, and friendly, which is rare these days in any kind of customer service stuff. Overall, the ride's not been bad. I had dinner, tried to get a turkey sandwich, but they were out. I got a ham, and it actually came on a pretzel bun. It was actually pretty fresh. So all in all, everything's going pretty well. It's just a long time to sit. Good morning. Down here again on the lower level so I could talk. Had a really good night. I actually probably slept for 6 hours or so. I got up, had some coffee this morning, but it is a pretty full train, and there are a lot of people still sleeping, and it's been daylight for a few hours. So anyway, I figured out using my backpacking pillow and my 1/8 foam pad how to make a pretty good bed. And like I said, feeling good. So I was a little worried about not being able to sleep very well. So all good there. And now, just today's the day, but I got all day still to be on the train. This is going to be a fairly long walk through this train, just to give you an idea of what it's like to walk through several cars. Sorry about all the motion, but the train kind of jostles you around while you're walking. All right, I made it to Lordsburg. It kind of looks like a ghost town, but 48 hours on the train. I didn't do much filming here there at the end. We had a medical emergency that slowed us down another hour or so. Sad situation, won't go into any details about that. But I'm here. Overall, what would I say about the Amtrak? I would probably have been better off in the roomette, but I did sleep well last night. Overall, I think the Amtrak was a win, mostly because I got from St. Louis to here, all the way here for $144. That's hard to beat. The other thing I wanted to say is everybody I encountered, including all the employees on Amtrak during the medical emergency, they all handled it amazingly well. So big props to all the Amtrak staff. I think I'm going this way. I'm trying to walk and find the shuttle pickup spot on the way to the motel. That way I know where I'm going in the dark in the morning. The other thing I don't think I mentioned earlier is in San Antonio, the car I was on, the last cars, were cut from the train and attached to a different train. So I woke up after San Antonio and realized we were going backwards, like from my seat position. And then in the middle of the morning, the people came through and spun all the seats around to face the other way. Who knew? I had no idea those seats would do that. So that's all I've got from the Amtrak experience. If you're just here for the Amtrak info, maybe you'll decide to watch the rest of my journey when I'll start walking from the Mexican border tomorrow morning all the way to Canada on the Continental Divide. Thanks again, everybody, for being here.